Hello, my name is Aisha Yusufu and welcome to Love and Money Talk. And by the way, my dogs are barking, so they're going to be part of this video. And honestly, I don't do editing. I just want to get on the message, focus on the message, not on the aesthetics. Don't even look at my face. If it's possible, when you're watching this thing, you don't even have to watch it. Just put it on and just listen to the voice and not watch this whole thing. But I just need to get to it and just start sharing, because for me, growing up and also as a young adult and as a mid-aged adult, I'm almost 50 anyway. What I've done over the years is to look at other people, read a lot of books and learn from them, and I just feel that, hey, why not? If you have knowledge, share it. And by sharing that knowledge, you also are reminding yourself and also reteaching yourself, and also, you know, imbibing it more, because you can't be teaching something and actually not doing it. So this is me, and with my dogs at the back. I don't know why they are barking. It's late at night. I just need to record all of this in and put them out. So we've spoken about the things that we need to know for us to achieve financial independence, such as what are assets and liabilities, such as income is not wealth. We talked about what is income itself, paying off our debts. Please check previous videos. You'll find all of this there. This video particularly is going to talk about one of the things we need to do, which is stop buying junk. Stop buying junk. Most of the things that people buy, honestly, they don't need them. They don't need them, but yet they keep buying them. They keep buying them because they want to keep up with the Joneses. They keep buying them because they think, oh, somebody is going to look at it. Nobody knows whether you are carrying a designer bag other than you, and maybe a few people that will bought that. They don't know. So if you know that you have what it takes to buy designers, by all means, go ahead. Bags worth 10 million naira, 5 million naira, you can go ahead and do it. If you cannot, please, by all means, buy what you can. The most expensive bag that I have, I think I bought it for like 60 pounds. 60 pounds is how much? It's really, even if it's at it wasn't even up to 500, let's say 500 naira. So 60 times 500, that's about 30,000 naira. Because when I'm carrying that bag, if I knew how to do all those editing, I would have just put the bag in there. I feel like Queen of Africa. My husband calls me Queen of Africa. I feel like Queen of Africa when I'm carrying that bag. 50 pounds. There are people that will spend thousands of pounds on bags. There are people that will spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on a bag. Well, it's what they can. And when I carry, it's about me. It is me that I feel good. I don't care whether somebody else's own is 1 million naira or $1 million or whatever, those limited edition kind of bags. But I carry what I want to carry. And so it's only you that knows what you're carrying. And so don't go out of your way just because somebody else is doing. You must ensure that within your own financial your wealth and what you have is something that you are able to do it. And even if you can't afford it now, no problem. Why don't you begin to get your money to work for you? Why don't you ensure that your money is doing a whole lot of things for you, and then later on you would be able to afford it? Most people buy things they don't even need. There are certain times you buy things, you keep them in your houses, you keep them in your wardrobe. Some people, you buy shoe, 3 years later you've not used the shoe. That means you never needed that shoe. There was no need for you to have bought it. That money, you can use it for something else. And then and something, I'm guilty of that. I will tell you, it's taking me over the years. I'm really stopping myself from doing it. It's when certain things, they say they are cheap. Hey, it's cheap. Oh no, this thing they are selling at giveaway price. You will not go and buy a whole lot of them. Meanwhile, you don't need them. You will end up spending so much money on those things because they say they are cheap. Well, they might be cheap, but by the time you acquire them, you are using money that you should have been using for something else, money that you should be saving, money that you should be investing for passive income yielding investments, or investments that we appreciate over time. So money that you'd have saved for that, you're using it to buy all of these free, sort of like cheap, free junk things that at the end of the day that you never use. I go through my house a lot. If I've not used something for like 3, 4, 5 months, maximum like 6 months, I'm throwing it away. I'm giving it out. Let somebody else who needs it use it. And then sometimes, honestly, you just buy unnecessary things. I do that a lot. I'm really still working on myself to stop myself from doing that. You just go into a shop. Oh, especially all those kitchen utensils. Please, if you're somebody like that, can you drop it in the comment section? Let me just know. You know, when you see those gadgets, one thing or the other, you buy this, you buy that. Oh, this thing used to use it to cut vegetables. Oh, this thing they use it to do that. You never will use any of them, never. So in short, I've got to the place when I see some of them, I'll just remove my eyes. Say, yeah, I know it's good, you know, fancy gadget, but they are never used. So these are some of the things that where people waste their money on, and it's very important for you to be able to hold yourself back when it comes to what do you call it now, financial independence. You need to do that a lot. You need to hold yourself. You need to ask yourself, do I need this thing or do I want it? Is it a need or a want? It's a question, especially when you're starting out towards working towards your financial independence, especially saving money and investing money. You must constantly ask yourself, when you want to purchase something, is it a need or a want? If it's a need, then yeah. If it's a want, just leave it, just go away. Give it a week and come back and see, do you still need, do you need that thing? You find out that most times you do not need it. You just wanted to acquire it because people are acquiring it. For example, you have a good car, your car is good, your car is okay. All of a sudden, because people are changing their car, you now change your car. Why are you changing your car? You don't have house, you've no beauty house yet, you are changing car. Now car dey your body. Is it car you oh, you want people to, what is that? Well, that's in the next video I'm going to discuss that. Or, you know, people impressing others. That's another thing that a lot of people focus on, in trying to impress others. So in this issue of buying, trying to buy junk and all of that, we buy junk, you need to stop. When they bring things to your offices and they're selling beautiful handbags, oh my goodness, beautiful shirts, beautiful dresses and all of that. Ask yourself, the ones in your wardrobe, have you finished wearing them? The handbags you have you finished carrying them? The shoes that you have there, that some of them in the last 6 months you've not worn them, go and look for them and wear. You don't need another one. So most times we end up buying junks that we don't need just because the money is there. And one thing also, before this just crossed my mind, is the fact that your money, if you do not have plans for your money will have plans for itself, and others will have plans for your money. That's when your uncle, they will have to call and say, oh, your great grandfather's mother, sisters, in-law, brother, cousin just died and they need to do burial, and you're the one that they will need your money. Or all of a sudden this person will call you and, oh, they have this problem, they have that problem, they did this. Before it was what's happening, you have nothing. And then at the end of the day, you can't help the poor by being poor yourself. You need to first of all build yourself, be financially independent, and then you'll be able to help more people and also help people get that financial independence. So it's very important. These are things that we need to put in consideration when we're thinking of working towards financial independence. So I see that I'm doing a lot of and I think maybe I'll be rounding off this video now, and I just did that again. So as much as you can, please stop buying those junks. And it's very easy, which are some of the things I'm going to talk about in subsequent videos. Budgeting is very important, it's very key. When you have your money budgeted out, you have something that you do, you won't be spending money anyhow. And one of the things I always say to people, always have a project that you're doing, always have something like a big project you're doing in your life. Either for me personally, what has worked is either buying land or building. When I'm paying for a land, I don't have money to be spending anyhow. When I'm building a house, I don't have money to be spending anyhow. So these sort of things keep you disciplined, financially disciplined, in just focusing on the things you are doing and not just buy all sorts of junk that are coming your way. Especially with the internet and this online shopping, it can be so addictive. Before you know what's happening, you are clicking, you're clicking, and then one day you now check the bank account. Money has gone. It has gone. It has walked away. You know the way it is. It's really something else. So it's very important for us when we're thinking about financial independence. Part of the things that we need to know is that we must stop buying junks. Don't just buy things anyhow. Be deliberate in whatever it is you're buying. Be deliberate in what you're spending your money on, and be deliberate about every money you've earned, because the monies are supposed to work for you. Always remember that your monies are slaves, and they're supposed to work. When you've worked to earn them, they're supposed to work over and over and over and over and over and over again before you start spending them. But if you just earn them, you just work for it and then you spend them, then it means that you're the one working for your money. So until we see again next time, please just check out the other videos. There are series coming up. You just listen to them over and over again, and we'll all get there. Thank you. Bye.